Good morning, America. It is time for your favorite day of the week and your favorite segment of that favorite day. It is New Comic Book Day. It is also time for the Max's Super Awesome Comic Review Show. This is the Max's Super Awesome Comic Review Show!
Comic Review Show!
Comic Review Show! I'm going to go off the page a little bit here for a second. Not that we have any scripts for this stuff, but there's something really cool going on locally in Albuquerque that I want to let everyone be aware of. It is the Alibi's Best of Bouquet voting, and you should totally go onto their website. It's alibi.com and vote for your favorite restaurants, stores, personalities, comedians, and mail in these ballots because it's really fun and it's a lot of fun to see who wins.
What's Astro Zombies applicable for?
We are eligible for Best Toy Store, Best Comic Book Store, and Best Mural. So, and I'm personally submitting myself as available for all of these choices. So, just Max all the way down. Vote the party line. Vote early, vote often, as I'm sure Nixon would say. Anyway, on to the top 5. First, my runners-up for the week. There was a lot of them because, cruelly, all of my favorite books came out at the exact same week this month. So, my runners-up include Justice League of America, number 13. It's a Forever Evil tie-in. It was cool. Nothing against it. It just didn't crack the top list because, well, like I said, all of my favorite books came out this month. So, there it is, Justice League number 13. You find out a little bit more about the prison that all the Justice League members are in and maybe have been in and maybe aren't in anymore. It's very sort of out there. Despero is the main villain. That's all you need to know about that. It goes all over the place. Next, we got All New X-Men number 24, The Trial of Jean Grey, Part 5. Any issue that has Gladiator destroying everything is pretty much going to be awesome. So there's that. And Jean Grey finally decides whether she's innocent or guilty herself. Huge ending. Don't miss it. How the mighty have fallen. From like consecutive weeks in a row of number 1. This is what happens when you put a book out in like back-to-back weeks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 32. Only as an honorable mention because my staff is in mutiny and refuses to let me put it at number 1 again. So, watch any of the previous episodes to know my thoughts on Turtles.
Your staff?
Yeah. Wardrobe, props and sets.
Your friends and colleagues.
Friends and colleagues. Friends and colleagues.
Staff. Get out of here.
Foxy is a friend and colleague. Albuquerque Kitty is a friend and colleague. And on to the top 5. At number 5, we have Stray Bullets Killers number 1. Stray Bullets originally came out in the 90s, so this is going to be a follow-up story to that back after oh so many years. Really cool black and white artwork, for mature readers only, definitely. Not that there was anything like super grotesque or violent or inappropriate about it, but yeah, it definitely deals with some mature themes. The main story is a kid witnesses like a drive-by shooting and ends up getting wrapped up in that, and then the story kind of shoots off from there. It's really cool stuff. Definitely recommend checking it out if you tend to enjoy things a little bit more like away from mainstream comics. Stray Bullets from Image, fantastic. Number 4, Royals Masters of War number 2. I liked it much better than I liked the first issue, and I love the first issue. But the second one, we get to see the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, and we also get to see the Japanese royal family, and America also has some heroes of their own, which are pretty funny. So definitely check it out. It's a 6-issue miniseries. This one's number 2, and this book is off to the races. Definitely don't wait too long before you check it out. Number 3, Mercenary C. It was number 1 when number 1 came out, and it's only number 3 this week because of the giant stack of favorite books that Max has to read this week, which is awesome. But the story continues to be hilarious. I love the artwork, action-packed. Right from the first page. It's non-stop action, spy, espionage, action, and then the end. So, very excited to see where that book continues to go. Still continue to love it. Ooh. So excited for this book. This is my art pick of the week. This is Manifest Destiny issue number 5. Lewis and Clark have escaped from the town full of crazy zombies, and then they're like, you know what would be a really good idea? Let's go back into the forest and destroy all the crazy zombie things with Greek fire. This plan can't possibly fail. You'll have to read to see exactly how bad it fails. But I love this book. Man, definitely one of the most solid books coming out from Image right now. And the artwork is just incredible and super imaginative.
Side note, what's on the back of that?
Side note on the back of this, hey, good call there. I was talking about this book earlier, and I'm really excited for it. This book is coming out in, I think number 1 comes out in April. It's called Cowl.
It says May 28th.
Well, you know. Or May 28th.
It'll be available in April also.
I was sorry, I was thinking the catalog ahead.
Literacy isn't a strong suit.
Well, you know.
That's why you have to have the pictures.
Diamond has broken your mind.
They have. Diamond has totally broken me to their will. Anyway, so Cowl number 1 comes out on May 28th, or somewhere around there, if the release dates stay true. But it is the Chicago Organized Workers League. It's a union for superheroes in Chicago. That can't possibly be anything other than sweet. Chicago's known for having all kinds of legitimate unions. Number 1. And I can't believe that with all the books that came out this week, this ended up being my number 1 pick. But I read it, and it couldn't be anything other than it. Captain Marvel, number 1 from Marvel. It starts off in space, and Captain Marvel has like a team of space people that she's traveling around with. And then it comes back to Earth, and she's living inside the Statue of Liberty with this family, and it's beautiful. And then she's hanging out with the Avengers, and there's a little romance going on there. And there's a dialogue between her and Tony Stark. Had me in stitches. It was fantastic. Everything about this issue, A+. A+ art, A+ writing, A+ story arc. So far of all the Marvel number 1s, I think this is my favorite.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think it's going to beat out Moon Knight in the long run.
Wow.
Yeah. Can't say enough good things about it. Definitely check it out and read it. And there's also an Amanda Conner animal variant, which is a fox. Preludes of things to come? I don't know. Maybe. You'll have to stay tuned after the cutaway to find out what's next. I'm not getting a song this week, am I?
Cutaway! Time for a cutaway.
Thank you. We're about to talk about some of this week's awesome graphic novels. And continuing with the trend of things that really make me happy, we're going to start with the Justice League Trinity War hardcover. This is going to be the event right before Forever Evil. So the Justice League of America and the Justice League Dark are all going to war for the battle over secret magical objects. It's really cool, a lot of fun. Definitely one of the best crossovers that DC New 52 has put together so far. Here, one of my all-time favorite graphic novels and comics, Lucifer by Mike Carey. It's a Sandman spin-off following the Lucifer character from the Sandman series. You find him on a magical quest to open or close, depending on whose side you're on, portals that lead out of this dimension and into a realm where he can exist totally free of all other influences. Really cool stuff. It is a masterpiece in dark fantasy. So if you like fantasy, and if you're into magic, Lucifer is probably the best graphic novel you're ever going to get. Now, the creme de la creme of graphic novels this week. This is Andy Kubert, Batman Unwrapped. This is going to feature stories from Grant Morrison, Neil Gaiman, and Scott Snyder, all showcased in black and white Andy Kubert original art. It is fantastic. So we're going to have parts of the Batman and Son story arc, parts of the Whatever Happened to the Caped Crusader story arc, and I'm not sure, but I think it's part of, the Countdown 52-week 46, I think is the Scott Snyder issue. Not 100% sure on that, but either way, 3 of the best writers on Batman ever, 1 of the best artists on Batman ever. Don't miss out on this book. And now, we have a very special guest. So as soon as he gets here, we'll get him here. Don't go anywhere. Does this work for you?
Does this work for me?
Yeah.
Is it working?
You tell me.
Catfish?
Catfish says yes.
Okay.
Alright, we're good to go. Go time.
Alright.
Bam. There you go.
So,
What's up, Foxy?
I came early.
You came early because
I was really looking forward to my rocket launcher.
it's not here yet.
I know, it's too early.
It takes a while to get these things through customs and Homeland Security and,
Okay, I'll believe it when I see
They
it.
have questions when you're like, I need to purchase a rocket launcher for a Fox.
I'm trustworthy. Look at these eyes.
Not as many questions as our, accounting department had, but whatever.
Yeah, we got the budget, right?
Sure.
This is a high budget operation.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, really I'm here because of Forest Friends.
Beasts of Burden.
Beasts of Burden. They live next to a forest. There are woodland creatures there. Some of them are possessed by evil demons and whatnot. It's gnarly. It's cool. I just had to come back and pitch this book because it's so awesome. Like, Jill Thompson's paintings are just great. Her watercolors are so textured and beautiful. The characters are hilarious. It's really cool. I don't know if you guys know about this comic. There hasn't been an issue in a while.
This isn't the first one, though, right? Yeah, you were saying there's...
Yeah, this is a one-shot. This is the new one-shot. But there's a hardcover over there somewhere, right?
Yeah, we got the hardcover.
Could we get the hardcover?
Hardcover? Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody's too busy drooling over it.
Yeah, it's literally being read right now because it's so good. This book just rules. Like, the hardcover rules, get it. The new issue rules, get it. I don't want to spoil much, but the new issue, these cats and dogs, they investigate paranormal activity.
Around this like little farming or like village community.
Yeah, I think it's they live on Burden Hill, which is where the title comes from.
Not,
it's right on
not
the
an
nose.
ominous name at all.
Yeah. I don't know. I just can't love this book enough, and you should too. If you love, as the cover says, if you love, like, what does it say? Let's see. For pet lovers and enthusiasts of supernatural mysteries, this series is an absolute must. And it is. And if you love, like, awesome paintings and comedy, it's a really well-rounded story, really cool.
The only thing I didn't like about it, I will say this, there was one thing I didn't like about it.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that it had an ending with no release date for another issue.
Seriously.
That hurt me.
Scott Alley talks about the fact that Jill Thompson's already painting the next issue. It's in production, but they don't want to release a date until they know it's coming.
And I respect them for doing that. It just,
Yeah, fair enough, but I want it now.
I want to know what happens.
How is there no issue 2 slated? Because it is... Honestly, it doesn't end. It ends with the promise of more.
What a great ending.
Oh, Captain Marvel Fox cover.
Yeah. Foxy, isn't it?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to stare at this while we...
Awkwardly.
Pan out, whatever.
Whatever
you
got to
do, Catfish, I'm here. This is me. This is where
I'm going to send this one home with you, Foxy.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, you can have that for later.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That's all I got.
That'll do it for Foxy's segment. Stay tuned for closing thoughts, final words, something clever.
Maybe.
All of those.
Words of the show.
Words of the show. Thank you, Catfish. Stay tuned for Words of the Show. That'll do it for this week's episode. We only barely scratched the surface of the amazing books that came out this week, so be sure to get down to your local comic book store and check them out. If you happen to be in Albuquerque, come by and hang out with us for the afternoon, talk about awesome new comics, as well as awesome toys. That is an awesome toy. A couple of things I want to get to before we sign off. I'm running a new contest on the Facebook page. I want to see whatever part of your collection you are most proud of, whether it's, a Hulk 181, that super rare, awesome toy, whatever it is that you are totally stoked about and the reason why you love comics and toys and collecting all of this stuff, put it up on the Facebook page. We're going to take a vote amongst all of us friends and colleagues here. I got your back. And we're going to pick a winner, and the winner's going to get some sweet prizes, so you can pop over to the Maxx Super Awesome Comic Review Show Facebook page to check out further details on that.
What kind of prizes?
The awesome kind.
Surprise prizes?
Surprise prizes, yes. Surprise prizes of the awesome variety is what we're giving away.
How many prizes?
I don't know. Depends on how many pictures we get.
All right.
So you send me like 10,000 pictures, I'll give away like, more than one prize.
Only 10,000 entries.
Yeah, only 10,000.
Which should be up from our 3.
Yeah, you're always going back to the 3 thing. Okay? Somebody got an awesome comic book out of that. I'm just going to say everybody else missed out. And that'll do it. Be sure to tune in next week as we continue on with our tour of new books. And that was my words of the show, as eloquent as I can possibly make them.
It was beautiful.
Thank you, America. And stay frosty. And for our international audience, stay frosty as well.
Way to be inclusive.
Stay frosty.